Hi everyone, this is Josh Culp. We are learning Daf Shevui. We're on Masechet Beitza, Daf Gimmel, our second Daf in Beitza, and this Daf is simply rich with material. I could talk about a lot of aspects on this Daf, but I want to talk again about the Shvuah, about the oath. There is something interesting that comes up with regard to the case that is referred to in our Gemara, of a person who says to a storekeeper, give some money to either my sons or give some money to my laborers and I'll pay you back. And then the situation arises where the storekeeper says he gave, and therefore he wants to get back from the person who gave them instructions. And the sons or the laborers say they didn't give, and they want to also collect from the father or the employer who wanted to give them the money. According to the rabbis in that Mishnah, both of them can take an oath and take money from the person who gave the instruction to the storekeeper. And the question the Gemara asks is, why do we allow this? One of those people is lying. And we learned in the other Mishnah that when two people deposit money with somebody, one 200, one 100, and then they both claim 200, at least we have to say that some of that money has to be left until Eliyahu comes. So, because one of them is definitely lying. And in our Mishnah, in this Mishnah that I just talked about with the storekeeper and the person who instructs them to give money either to the sons or to the laborers, that case somebody is also lying. So the question is, why not say that just some of that money should lay around, no one should get it until Eliyahu comes, or until the matter can be clarified with greater clarity. And the Gemara says, in that case, the storekeeper can say to the balabait, the person who instructed him, he's like, look, I did your work. Why should I have anything to do with this laborer? Right? You trusted me. I did what you said. I claim to have done what you said. Even if he takes an oath that he didn't receive, meaning the laborer takes an oath, why should I have to believe his oath that he didn't receive? I never had any trust with him. And the same thing that the laborer can say to the Baal Habayit, the employer. He can say, look, you trusted me. You engaged in a relationship with me. You hired me, and now I claim that you haven't paid me. I have no relationship with the storekeeper that I should believe his oath that he gave to me. What I want to point out over here is that an oath, the ability to take an oath and claim money, is the result of a relationship of trust. A Baal Habayit, an owner, like a person who tells a storekeeper something, has a relationship with that storekeeper, and he says, look, you go give money to somebody I told you to give money to. I trust that you're going to do that. If the storekeeper says he did it, and he takes an oath, then the person who instructed him to do it has to believe him. The same thing with an employer. An employee has a relationship with an employer. If the employee swears he has not received his money, then the employer has a relationship with him and can believe his oath. Right. People do not have to believe other people's oaths if they didn't exhibit earlier to that point some sort of trust in a person. Okay? I think that's important. Oaths are not inherently believable, but they're believable when they come from somebody with whom we already have a prior existing relationship. So that's something, again, to think about. There's a lot, as I've said before, about the psychology of oaths in these pages. And I think that's an important part of it, that an oath is an outgrowth, or the believability of an oath is the outgrowth of a relationship between two people.